I'm Nick Fundytus from Royal LePage Performance Realty, and you're watching The Buyer Blueprint. This is a step-by-step guide on how to buy your first home.
Here we are on closing day. So this is actually not the last step of the process. This is the second last here. So what I mean by closing day here is not just the closing day itself, but also the couple days leading up to it and a couple of days after the day you get your keys. So your job here as the buyer is just going to be to sign final documents with your lawyer and possibly your lender, putting your new home in your name and ensuring that the seller gets paid for it. So on closing day itself, the lender, both lawyers, so yours and the seller's, and the government body overseeing the property transfer all coordinate to make sure that the house changes hands smoothly. The exact mechanics aren't actually that important to cover here in detail, but if any of those parties drops the ball, the sale can get delayed. Now, for that reason, it's actually often wise to close in the middle of the week rather than a busy Friday or on the first or last day of the month. That means less of a chance that the closing will get delayed. It's really rare that it actually happens, but it's frustrating for you if it does, especially if you've got a moving truck full of stuff that you've got to get into your new home. If there's any problem on closing, and I'm your realtor, let me know straight away and we'll try and help you solve it. I can help you to decide whether it's something we need to solve realtor to realtor, buyer to seller, or whether we need to escalate it into a legal situation. It's harder to solve issues a week or even a day after closing. So if something is amiss on the day that you go into your house, and you absolutely should try and go into your new property on the day that you close, let me know as soon as you get the keys and as soon as you see it. If you're moving from a rental property, try and give yourself at least a few days overlap between your current place and your new home. There is nothing more frustrating than not having the keys and having a U-Haul or movers that are ready to move everything in the new house, and it is not yours yet. So just quickly to recap the section, it's a short one. It's your lawyer, this is the end of the line for them here. They transfer ownership, and then your relationship with them is kind of finished here. My job here is to prevent surprises and fix any issues that come up, or your realtor, whatever city you're in. Your job is going to be to sign documents and pick up keys. If you watch any home shows on HGTV or anything like that, it is typically not as dramatic as they make it look on those. It's you're going to get a phone call in the afternoon from your lawyer that says, come pick up your keys, and that's closing day. And then your lender is standing by as needed. They do some stuff in the background, but mostly their job has been completed by this point. So this is the big day. Like I said, try not to move on the same day you get your keys, just in case there's a hassle. And by the way, congratulations, you are now in possession of your new home. And then after this, we'll move on to beyond closing, and we'll talk a little bit about that in the next session.
Thanks for watching that video. To see the other steps in the series of The Buyer Blueprint, simply go to nickfundytus.ca and look at our resources page.